again we are with a new story of, from the next book, that is supplementary reading. Okay? First, let me know, do you read books? Many of you may be reading extra books also. A number of children, they read story books, comic books, and suspense books as well. Here today I am going to tell you one suspense story. This Midnight Visitor, this story we are going to start. It is full of thrill, suspense and drama. You will enjoy the story. Read carefully. Okay, let's talk about the characters, about the theme of the chapter. So this here, Midnight Visitor, it talks about two detectives, the story of two detectives. The main protagonist is Ozbil. Ozbil, the main protagonist, who is a secret agent. Another is Max, who is also a secret agent. The third character here is Fowler. Fowler is a writer. Okay, writer, he has come here to take interview of this person, Ozbil. Okay, so let me first tell you what secret agents, what is the role of a secret agent actually. So what do you know about what they do? They do the crime investigation, all the crime, help is taken in crime investigations and cyber crimes as well. They access any sort of device frauds also. They can be private detectives and they can be the government, paid by the government. Okay, so these two stories revolves around this main character Ozbil, who is a secret agent. So here this secret agent, he is about to get an important document, and that document very important. Many people have risked their life for that. So here when he is having this document, this person Max, he also get to know about that, and he wants to get that document from this person Ozbil. So will he be able to get that document or not? This is in the story. How this document reached to this person, or it remains with Ozbil, how does he save this document? The story revolves around that. And the role of Fowler also we will read in the chapter. Read the chapter carefully. I will explain line-wise, and at the end we will discuss all these three characters. Okay?
So let's begin with the chapter. Midnight Visitor, written by Robert Arthur. Okay, let's know first about the Robert Arthur, who he was. Robert J. Arthur, this is full name of him. He lived from November 1909 to May 1969. He was a writer of speculative fiction, known for his work with the Mysterious Traveler radio series and for writing Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. Arthur was honored twice. He was honored twice by Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television such as The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock TV show. Alfred Hitchcock Present, that is written by Alfred Hitchcock. So he has written so many works, famous works. Now let's see about, in short, the story. This is a story of Ozbil. Ozbil, the main character, who is a secret agent, is expecting to get a very important report. Another secret agent is Max. So these are two people. So Max here threatens him with a pistol and demanding the report. Okay, so he wants some report from him. Any report Ozbil is having, because he is a secret agent, and another secret agent Max, he threatens him. So will he be overpowered by Max? Ozbil out him, or will he be overpowered by Max? We'll read out in the story what will happen with them. Okay, let's start with the chapter. Ozbil did not fit any description of a secret agent agent. So here, agent Fowler. Fowler is another character. There are three main characters. One is Ozbil, one is Fowler, another is Max. Okay, so these three main characters are here. So Fowler had come to him. He has come. Maybe he has come here to to meet him. So when he saw, because he was very curious to know, very excited to meet any secret agent. According to him, what he did, he thought about these secret agents, that they are having some superpower, like we you if you have seen the movies of like James Bond movies and other any based on the suspense. So he suspected that these characters are always very long heighted, wearing a cat or goggles, and mysterious characters. They are very strong people they are. But here when this Fowler, this man, when he saw this Ozabel, the person, the he secret agent, so he found that there is no thrill in his life. Okay, no thrill, and he is not fitting to the description of what he has read about the secret agents. There is no match of between his personality and those. Then following him down the musty corridor of gloomy French hotel where Ozabel had a room. So where Ozabel, he was living somewhere in the French hotel, he is living somewhere. So Fowler felt let down that it was a small room on the sixth and top floor, and secretly, scarcely, this is scarcely a setting for a romantic adventure. So here when he went into the room, so what he thought, that when he will enter to the room of a secret agent, a spy, okay, secret agent, or they are called also spy. So when he will meet like that, so his room will be a room of suspense. Okay, he thought that the suspense means something, some mysterious things in the room, some setting different. But here what he found, he's saying he found that it was a very small room, and it was on the sixth and very top floor of a building. Okay, and this is scarcely some very less setting for romantic adventure. There was no adventure, no thrill. Actually, he wanted a thrill, suspense here, but there was no thrill. So he thought that this man is not fitting in the character of a that agent, secret agent. So Ozabel was for one thing fat, very fat. Why he felt like that? Because when he saw Ozabel the man, he was very fat, and then actually, and he thought that the secret agent should be long heighted and very strong enough. But he was a man, very fat man, and then there was his accent. Another thing he felt was his accent, he thought, because he was in suspicion, he was in belief that the secret agent should have a natural powers, and his way of speaking will be so different, so unique, that everyone will be attracted towards him. But here his accent, the accent of this man, though he spoke French and German passably, okay, though he was speaking German also and French also side by side, so both the languages, he had never altogether lost American, but still he's saying that there was American accent in his voice. So when naturally this happens, accent, let me describe this accent word. Whenever we speak any other language rather than our native language, so that natural tone in our accent always remain, and we use that tone in any other foreign language when we are speaking. Okay, when we speak in English, the Punjabi people, they will be having a separate tone. When the Hindi people, Haryanvi people, they will be speaking that English, then that will be, there will be accent, will be their accent will be different than those people who are using there in Punjab or in other Assam or in South or wherever people are using. So they have different accent according to their native language. That accent naturally comes. So here also what was happening, Ozabel was not able to speak properly the German and French languages, though he was speaking, but here the accent was American accent was in his language. So he thought that this should not be happen, because a secret agent should be a perfect one, a blend of perfect personality as well as perfect pronunciation and all things he imagined that should be. But according to him, this man was not a match. So he was not happy when he met him, and had brought to Paris from Boston 20 years ago. So from here, this is the origin of this man. Ozabel is told here that he had came brought to Paris. When he came to Paris from Boston, maybe he was a person who lived in Boston earlier. So 20 years ago, though he had come to this place, but still, when he is living in Paris, the accent he is using American, though he is speaking French and German, both the languages. Okay, so he was not happy when he met him, that this man is not fitting in the perfect character of a perfect personality of a James Bond or any other secret agent. He did not look like. Okay, so you are disappointed, Ozable. So now here what happened? Ozable, maybe he was able to know his confusion. He was able to know his sadness on the face, the frustration on the face. Okay, so he was able to know. Ozable then said, he said Weasley over his shoulder. Okay, so what whistled here is, whistling is when we speak some sound, some breathing sound is created. So here when he spoke, so in his breaths the noise could be heard. So he spoke over that you are disappointed when you met me. I know you are disappointed, you are unhappy. You were told that a secret agent and a spy dealing in, you were told that you knew that you may have believed that you will be meeting a secret agent, a spy. Spy again is a detective. Okay, spy is a detective here, and he thought that I know you will be dealing with espionage. Espionage here, let me happen. This is again this is again here detective sort of a person. So he is saying that I know when you have been told that when you will be meeting a man like me of my work, so that will be a different man. So but here, and he, because he deals in spying, he lives in danger, so he is a personality, different personality, and you wish to meet me because you are a writer, a young and romantic. So here he is giving the reference of this man whom he is meeting. Okay, so here when he said, he is saying I know that you are a writer and you love to the romance, you love the adventures. So when you came here, you were told that you will be meeting a detective, a spy, such as a spy whose life is full of mystery. But here when you came, you saw me and you're frustrated. You envisioned mysterious figures in the night, the crafts of pistols, drugs in the wine. That you may have thought that you will be meeting, you will be going to such a place where you will be hearing a lot of noises of guns, fights, pistols, and drugs will be taken by the people. Such things you may have thought, you may have imagined. Okay, so but here you're not getting anything, so that's why you're getting frustration. So he is able to know the mindset of this man, that what he is thinking now. Now instead you have spent a dull evening in French music hall with a sloppy fat man who, instead of having messages slipped into his hand by the dark-eyed beauties, gets only a prosaic telephone call making an appointment in his room. So he's saying instead, I know your frustration, reason of your frustration, because you thought that you will be meeting a suspicious character, but here you have seen something different. You spend your day with in a French music hall with me, and with this man, this fatty man, he is referring to himself, saying that I know you are frustrated when you saw me, but here, and you may have hoped that you will be meeting a person who will be having a long queue of beautiful ladies in front of him and giving messages to him, but here you have seen only some boring calls on the telephone. He is taking telephonic calls he is attending and just making an appointment on the base of those phone calls only. So this is the reason. Okay, you have been bored, you are getting now bored. The fat man chuckled, smiled to himself as he unlocked the door of his room, stood aside to let his frustrated guest enter. So he chuckled, he smiled over the condition of this writer who has come to meet him, that I know you are feeling bad, that you're not getting that character like of James Bond and all, and so you're frustrated, you're disillusioned now. Again he is talking, he is actually smiling over his condition. He knew his state of mind, so he is smiling over the things and talking him with him. So what he says, you are disillusioned. Disillusion is that you are having a false belief. Ozable told him, but take cheer, my dear friend, my young friend. Presently you will see a paper, a quite important paper for which several men and women have risked their lives. Come to me. Saying it's okay, don't worry. You will get the suspense here also. Although my personality is he's saying not like that, but don't be frustrated. Soon you will get the suspense here. Soon I am going to get a very important paper which many people have lost their lives. So come to me, he's saying. You just stay and wait, have patience. Someday soon the paper may well affect the course of history. In that thought is drama, is there not? So here again he's saying, you may have thought that the paper this paper he's saying it's a part of history. Actually this is where, wait a minute please. So he's saying though this will affect the history in case in that thought is drama, is there not? He's saying you will get the drama, you will get the suspense here also. Just wait, have patience. So he consoled him that don't worry, you saw me, I know you're confused over my personality, that I do not look like detective. Just wait, have patience, you will get all the material from there also. So this way he is making just a little bit fun of the situation of this man, the writer. Fowler is because Fowler was unhappy. So as he spoke, Ozable closed the door behind him. Then he switched on the light. So when he was speaking, so what happened? He switched on the light of his room, and when he opened the room, then what happened? As the light came on, Fowler had first authentic thrill of the day. So when he opened the door, so first whatever because Fowler was waiting for the thrill in the life of this man. So when he opened the door, so this was the time when he got that thrill, that real thrill in his life, authentic, that true thrill, that excitement of the day he got. For halfway across the room, a small authentic pistol in his hand, stood a man. So here what he saw, Fowler, because he did not, he was maybe this was his first experience of such type, when he saw this spy, this man, this secret agent. When he opened the door, what happened? There was a man standing with a pistol, with the automatic pistol in his hand was there, and he was standing over. They waving that gun over towards them. So he was excited and also afraid also that what this happened, because he was not in that sort of situations, never maybe have occurred before. So Ozable blinked a few times. Ozable blinked a few times. He was not nervous, he just blinked his eyes. He just take it maybe normal, it was for normal for him. Max, he whizzed again is he created some sound when he spoke to Max. It was the Max, the third person is Max. So he was surprised that, Max, you here, you gave me quite a start. He's saying he knew this man. Okay, Ozable knew this man and saying, you have surprised me, you are here. I thought you were in Berlin. I thought you were maybe in Berlin and you are here at my place. And what are you doing in my room? So he was surprised. He asked him, why are you here? What happened? So maybe he knew why he was there, because a man with gun, naturally for him, he knew. As he talked earlier also, what he talked that for this paper what I am going to get, a number of people have lost their lives. So maybe that was a part of this thing. So here again, Max was slender, a little less than tall, with features that suggested slightly the crafty, pointed countenance of a fox. There was about him, aside from the gun, nothing specially menacing. So Max, let's see the description of Max now. This third person who has come here, he was a slender man, slender, thin in body and little less tall, with features suggested slightly crafty. He was a man who was crafty, clever person. He looked some tricky person, like dishonest person. His personality told that he was like that. Pointed countenance, pointed, sharp, some annoyed, very annoyed, pointed. Now countenance is features, physical features, his facial expressions very and like not giving happy sound to anyone. So looked like a fox. So this is description of Max. So there was about him, aside from the gun, nothing specially menacing. Okay, menacing here is threatening or something dangerous. So when this person was seen, so it was known that a man, thin man, and not very tall, but he was very crafty man, very crook man or clever man, tricky man, who looked like fox, and who nothing was there, with a gun in his hand, like he was a dangerous man. It was looked like that. The report, he murmured, the report that is being brought to you tonight concerning some new missiles. I thought I would take it from you. It will be safer in my hands than in yours. So what he is saying, that I want that report. Why he is here? The report, the papers which Oswald was talking. What he was talking, it was the paper, the report, important document, because he was a secret agent, and naturally secret agents, they pass the important documents from one place to another. So he is saying, I am talking about the report that is being brought to you tonight concerning some new missiles. So he's saying, I know you are going to get a report about any missiles. We all know missiles is a flying weapon controlled by the remote control. So some missiles, regarding some missiles, this report was about that, and he knew that the report will come to him tonight, so he is there to take it. I thought I would take it from you, and it will be safer in my hands than yours. He's saying to Ozabel that I know you are going to get, so better instead of you I get that report. So he is after this report. That's why Max was saying that many people have lost their lives for the sake of this paper which I am going to get. So here this man, this Fowler, he was happy maybe that that thrill have come in the life. Now he has seen that thrill, what sort of thrill, danger these people live all the time. So here again what happened, then he talked about, continue talking. Ozabel moved to an armchair, sat down heavily. I'm going to raise the devil. So here he's talking with the management this time, and you can bet on it. So he doesn't shocked over. He was not shocked over that he's asking. Rather, he started talking something else. Ozabel, smart man. He was a smart man. He stopped. He do not worry that a man was standing with a gun in his hand in front of him, and he may kill him, but rather what was his concern? Raise the devil. Here raise the devil means to make a noisy disturbance, that with the management of this time, because he is staying in a hotel, and he's saying this time this is a problem always I am facing, and I'm going to tell the management of the hotel about this problem. You can bet it. He's saying surely I will tell to about this problem of the hotel manager, or to anyone, the authorities. He said grimly, very seriously, he said, I am going to complain the management. This is what complaint he is going to do. This is the second time in a month that somebody has got into my room through the nuisance of a balcony. So what is the concern of the why he is serious over? Not that someone is having a gun in his hand. He said this is second time someone has entered into my room. A thief has entered into my room, and through this balcony, nuisance of this balcony. Nuisance is, that is something that creates disturbance. So I know this balcony is the reason of all these difficulties, these problems. 2 months, in a month, 2 times the people have come in my room. So he is focusing on the balcony somewhere in his room. So he's saying, I will complain to the management about this balcony. This balcony is my the cause of all my troubles. So Fowler's eye went to a single window of the room. Fowler saw there somewhere there was nothing. When he saw that there was a single window of the room. So there was a window in that room. It was ordinary window against which now the night was pressing blackly. Night pressing blacky is the dark night. Is here refer to dark night. So because it was a dark night time. Okay, so when this dark time was there and this window was there, he could see nothing outside. Balcony was not visible, but only the dark night. So maybe because of the darkness, this balcony was not seen out of this window. And moreover, a balcony, Max said, with the rising inflection. So he was surprised. This man, rising reflection here mentioned to modulation in the voice. As if this man Max was surprised. He saying, balcony. I did not know about the balcony. He shows some surprise. He changed his voice when he talked about the balcony. No, Apaski. Saying, I am not coming from the balcony. So because I have a master key, passkey is master key with him of your room. I don't know. I did not know about the balcony. He's saying I did not know about the balcony of your room. It might have saved me some trouble I had known. Saying if I had come to know that there is a balcony, so there may be, because I took a lot of troubles to come to reach to your room. Someone may have suspected me in the way, but I feel I knew about the balcony, I would have come through the balcony. So I did not know about it. So he was no, now, but now again, it's not my balcony. Now what he's saying, now Isabel again he continued with his story. Say it's not my balcony. Actually, with extreme irritation, as he's showing so much irritation on the face, that I'm very angry about that balcony. It belongs to the next apartment. Saying this balcony is not mine. Actually, this is of the next room, next apartment. He glanced explanatory at Fowler. He looked towards Fowler also, that man who was sitting with him, the writer. You see, he said this room used to be part of large unit, and the next room through the door there used to be a living room. It had a balcony which extends under my window now. He's saying actually this balcony is not of my room, it is of the next room. And because all rooms were a part of large unit earlier, so they had later may have been made the separate rooms. So this was balcony was of this living room of that apartment. So when they were separated, so anyone, though the rooms were separated, this balcony was outside of every room. Balcony, you know, the open space of after every room of the outside of the house. So he's saying so this balcony reached to my room also, although it is of the living room, that part of that living room, but still this reached to my room also, and anyone from these next two rooms can pass through these balconies to my room also. So that's why he was angry. And somebody did last month, the management promised to block it off, but they haven't. He's saying I talked with the management last time, I told the authorities, but they did not listen to me, and they told me that they will block this balcony. They will close this balcony, but they haven't done. I'm very angry over them. So he's showing his anger over the balcony here. So here Max glanced at the Fowler. So Max looked towards Fowler also. Who this man, he did not know this man. Oswald he knew, but this Fowler, another man he did not know, who was standing stiffly not far from Oswald. This Fowler, this man, he was standing, the writer, he was because he was afraid. Okay, so he was standing in a stiff condition, very rigid, inflexible condition, was not moving because he was afraid, because of the fear. So he was just standing near the Oswald. Waved the gun with commanding gesture. Please sit down, he said. We have a wait of half an hour, I think. Now, what he's saying, wave the gun with commanding gesture. Now, Max, because he wanted to, we wanted to both of them to sit quietly, not to disturb him. Please sit down, and said we have to wait half an hour, because half an hour maybe the report was still to come. He knew the exact time of this report, that when the report will be reaching. So he asked both of them, the Fowler also, the Oswald also, that you stay here and just wait for half an hour. When I will take this report, then I will go, don't move till then. So he is threatening towards them. And then 31 minutes, so he knew the exact time of this was known by him. So what he knew, 31 minutes, he's saying I know 31 minutes are left. Oswald said moodily. The appointment was for 12:30. So this is maybe the time of 12:30 p.m. night time it was, because so he's saying I know that this is the time of 12 maybe it is, and the appointment was for 12:30. So half an hour is still left, 31 minutes are still left for that time. So he's saying just you wait and let's see when this report come. I wish I knew how you learned about the report. He's saying, but still before that I'm very excited to know that how you came to know about the report. The little spy smiled heavily. So now, because this man he thought himself very superior one, so he smiled over that little spy refers to this man Max, who has entered into his room. So we wish we know him, you people, you got the report, and we wish we knew. Now he's saying that we wish we knew how your people got the report. He's saying same here. As you are surprised, I am also same surprised. Maybe this man, he worked for opposite party, and he is also a detective. He worked for. He's saying we are also surprised that how you come to know about this document before us. But no harm has been done. It's okay. It's okay. Now he's saying, now you have got it. It's okay. No harm. But I will get it back tonight. He's saying, before you people, we will get the information, and we will get this document. What is that? Who is that door? And when he was talking, he heard some knock at the door the same time. So there was a knock at the door. Fowler jumped at the sudden knocking at the door. Fowler was surprised over that who was there on the door, because he was looking for again the thrill that maybe police was there, or maybe that document is to come. Not police, the document maybe now is to come, and it will be at the door, and this man will be taking this document and something like that. So he was expecting anything. Ozabel just smiled. That will be the police, he said. He's saying now, Ozabel was not afraid. He's saying nothing. There is police on the door. Actually, that will be the police. He said, I thought such an important paper as the one we are waiting for should have little extra protection. He's saying, I'm not a fool. I know this is important document. So I called the police with the document. I informed the police that this document is to reach to my house. So they may be coming with that document. I told them to check on me to make sure everything was all right. So I asked the police, the document is reached to my place, so check over my house so that everything is all right, then no trouble comes when we are getting that document. So he's saying that now police is there. Now Max was little bit nervous. So Max, he bit his lip nervously. He was very nervous, afraid also that police is there. Now he will be caught. What to do? The knocking was repeated, and there was repeated knock on the door. So what will you do now, Max? Ozabel asked. So Ozabel was again, he's very happy that now he's caught. Max, now what will you do? Police is there. If I do not answer the door, they will enter the door anyway. He's saying, if I don't open the door, police will understand this, that there was some problem in the house, and they will enter forcibly inside. The door is unlocked. Moreover, the door is unlocked, and they will not hesitate to shoot. It is not locked. They will open the door and they will shoot you when they will see you there. So Max's face was black with anger as he backed swiftly towards the window. So when Max was afraid, he was very afraid the police will come, he will be caught. So he was very angry at the moment. At the same time, he was afraid. He wanted to maybe now run somewhere or hide somewhere. He don't want to go from there. So only one way, what he thought, that the window was told by Ozabel himself to him that there is a balcony. So he moved towards that window. He swung a leg over the sill and then sent them away, he warned. So here he's saying, now what he saw, when he saw that this man is to come, so he's saying, okay, now he swung a leg over the sill, send them away. So he pretended like he will be going out of the window. Okay, so he's trying for that. He warned, I will wait on the balcony. He's saying, I am going on the balcony through this window, send them away, I will shoot, take my chances, take my chances here. Now this man is, although he's afraid, he's saying, but still he's threatening him. He's saying, I'm going to balcony, take my chances here, refer to take the chance, take the risk. He's saying, but still I will take a risk. I'm outside the balcony, and if you tell them anything, I will shoot you from there only. So he's threatening him. The knock at the door became louder and a voice was raised. Mr. Ozabel, Mr. Ozabel. So again this repeated voice came, and someone was calling from outside. So this man, he tried to save himself. Max was saving himself now, keeping his body, this man, his body twisted so that his gun still cover the fat man and his guest. The man at the window grasped the frame, his free hand to support himself, and then he swung his another leg over the window sill. Now what happened? So this man, he was trying to afraid them that now it's okay if police is there, but still don't tell them I'm there, I'm hiding there. So what he used this window. So one leg he took out, and one gun he is pointing out towards these both of the people, and threatening them that, see, I'm here in the balcony. If you tell them police, from there only I will shoot you. So he is threatening. So maybe somewhere the door was there, and he thought that he will go to the balcony. From balcony he will be observing all the things when police will come, and if they try to threaten, he's saying, with this gun I will shoot you from there and will run away from there. So he's threatening them. So he went outside this window. The door knob turned, and swiftly Max pushed his left hand to free himself from the sill. So one hand was out. Now another also he take out that hand. Both the hands left the window now, and maybe jumped on the balcony, dropped to the balcony. He jumped over the balcony, and then as he dropped, so when he was jumping, he screamed once shrilly. So some shrill voice, a loud, shrill is sharp voice. Some sharp voice when he jumped outside in the balcony. Some sharp voice was heard of him. So what was that voice? Fowler was surprised, but he did not know what happened. Now, who came inside here now again? The door opened and the waiter stood there with a tray. No police was there. Actually, it was a waiter. A bottle and 2 glasses. Here is the drink you ordered for when you entered. So he's saying this was the waiter, and when Ozable was coming inside, he ordered for a drink. So the waiter came. He said, "Sir, your drink is ready." He set the tray on the table, and then deftly uncovered the bottle, left the room, because he was deftly, very skillfully, he opened, cork was opened, and this bottle was kept on the table, and then he went away of the room. White-faced Fowler stared after him. White-faced. Now Fowler, he did not have such experience of such thrills in his life earlier. So he is now white face refers to pale face because of fear, because still now with fear his color has changed, and he was very afraid. He stared, he looked towards Ozable, but he stammered, hesitated, with the broken words. He spoke. Okay, spoke with pause. He stammered that there was police to come. Now this waiter, how did he have come? He was very surprised. There were no police Ozable's side. And Ozable, see this smart man. He said no police was there, only Henry. Henry was the waiter who has just come, whom I was expecting. That I knew the Henry, this man, this waiter has to come. I knew it, but won't that man out of the balcony? Fowler began saying, police is not there, this man has gone, and this man Fowler is afraid that this man is on the balcony. So what he will do now? He will kill us. What will about him? No, said Ozable, he won't return. You see, my young friend, there is no balcony. See the fun now. He's saying no balcony is there. Don't be afraid. There is nothing, no balcony. This man has gone forever. So there is no balcony, and this man has jumped below 6th floor. Below 6 because we read about that he was on 6th floor. Okay, on the 6th floor of the hotel. So now he has jumped from the 6th floor. He thought there is a balcony outside, but actually there was no balcony. So he made him fool, and he thought the balcony was there, and he will be jumping and will keep an eye on these both men, but actually nothing was there, and he was befooled by this smart man, this great agent. That's why he was, although his physical appearance was not so strong, but still now Fowler had agreed with this man that he was very smart, clever person, he who outwitted such a man, another detective who has come to take his life, and that important dog.
Is the story clear now? I hope you have understood. If still any problem is left, you may ask me your queries. You can send me, I will be answering. Okay. So now we talk about all the 3 main characters, because writing about the theme is very important. Writing about the character sketch is very important. You have to include all the points, whatever were in the chapter. You have to include all, and then you have to form any character. Okay, so one by one we talk about all the 3 characters. Here first is Ozable. Okay, Ozable, if you have read about him, the first thing when Fowler met this man, what he observed is physical appearance. How did he look like? Okay, so his physical appearance was observed by how he looked like. He was a fat man. who was a chubby man. The first thing Fowler observed about him. And then he was very messy. He never cared about his physical appearance. He remained clumsy all the times. Lethargic, very lethargic. Who was fond of eating only and did not care about anything, his physical personality or what others will be thinking about him. Never cared about it. But though physically he was not so fit, but actually his mind was very fit for as a secret agent. How he was fit? He was very sharp and witty mind. Witty mind he was. He knew that Max could take his life, but he is not afraid of that situation. He boldly faced that and very imaginative because he created the story in the mind, quickly created a story, fake story he created and saved himself from Max and Fowler also. He was able to save their lives. So he not only saved his life, but he was able to save the important document which he was being given by the government, by the company he was working. So this way, this man was very intelligent. So including all these points, you can create the character sketch of this man. Now next one is Max. Second character is Max. He is also a secret agent. You can mention both with both that they are the secret agents. Now he was very crafty, skillful. Crafty, skillful, not crafty as a way. He was not an honest man, but skilled at deceiving other people. Okay. So not tall, not first you have to give the physical appearance, then mental. So not very tall, a slender man, a thin man. He was very cunning, whose work was to deceive others and then get the benefit. So this cunning nature you have to show in your answers. Then he was gullible. Gullible is who can be easily deceived. He was a man, Max, although he was a secret agent, but he was not of that sort, not that intelligent like Oswald was. He was easily befooled by this man, Oswald, and he believed his story, fake story. He did not try to see out of the window, actually is there a balcony or not. He never does not try. The reason was because he was gullible in nature, easily believed the story and became a prey of and lost his life. Okay, so write about Max like that. And then our third character, Fowler, who is a writer, who came here to take the interview of Oswald, who is very fascinated by these spies, the life of the detectives. So he wanted to write something about it. So when he came there, we observed his character that he was a squaw, a man who looked very charming and who was fascinated by the spies, a well-mannered, well-behaved man who behaved very well throughout the time, although he was afraid.